Hey, it's Age here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Bitcoin. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott Wave theory and provide multiple scenarios your price may take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting here on 1 hour time frame and looking at the scenarios in which again we had before. Now the previous count was that we had this kind of structure in which we had this here as a 5-way structure. Instead, or the reasoning why we had that is just because it looks like a 5-way structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 looks very good. We can't invalidate or take out these lows if we want to still play with this, but unfortunately today we did that. We took out these lows and this can no longer be a 5-way structure, or it can't be a start of something. So it can be a 5-way structure if it is an end of something. However, I can't put anything here in this chart to be valid again to be end of something. Now I've seen some counts having it like this, but again I can't accept that. This is going beyond the this is going beyond the 1.618 retracement of this first leg over here, so I can't accept that, or this low here being the end of B wave. Also the extension here for that possible C wave would be so large that it does not make any sense to me. Now again, let's measure that out for you. And again, beyond the 3.61, it's around the 4 extension of this first leg. It just doesn't make sense. So again, those were the reasons why I had it the way I had it. Now, since then, again, as I mentioned, we took out these lows, basically invalidating the idea that this is an end of something. I showed you last time that, again, as we were coming down, not very good looking structure. I showed you that this could be the possible scenario in which I would have to go for if this turns out to be something else, or if we are taking out these lows. For this scenario, we would have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into an A wave, again B wave, and then contracting diagonal into the end here for that C wave. C wave did not get to the 1.618, nor did the B retrace enough for that to be really valid in any kind of scenario. However, I feel like this or this 3-way structure looks better as a 3-way structure than this one. So I'm just comparing these two scenarios between each other and say which one of them looks better overall. Even if none of them or neither of them actually fit into my systems or the extension targets. So this is what I'm going to go with now. Now I have this count called please no, because again it is very much of a structure that I don't like. I wouldn't like to see. In this one, again, we are utilizing this ABC here as an A wave. Then we would be looking for a downward movement of this ABC, having this as a 5-wave structure coming down with an ending diagonal that I've shown you before. And then we would be looking for this very small structure here as an ABC. Now this A can be put in here or here, whichever you want to be having, as a flat pattern like so, or even just have it like this. However, the way I have it placed here does not really fit into the idea. Again, with the extensions in mind, we don't get to the 1.618 here, as you see. So I guess it could be better labeled here. But again, at that point, we don't really have a good looking structure over here to end this first structure. So pick your poison, I guess. One of them should be fine. The extensions for sure are going to be changing. Here we would be getting right into that 0.618. If we are placing it here, in here as well, we are really close to the 0.618. However, I don't think this is done as of yet. Let's see. If we are zooming in a bit closer and taking a look at this structure that we've had today and trying to figure out what we can have here. Let's go to 2-minute time frame, and this is how I've labeled this as a wave wave 1. Some kind of diagonal here, very ugly, yes I know. Expanded flat into 2, a 1, some kind of flat again into 2, 1, 2 again. This is a structure that has brought me some issues. We could be labeling this as some kind of a contracting structure, contracting diagonal, but at that point again we would have to say that this structure over here, which is so much bigger, as you see, would be smaller degree than the previous structures here, and that wouldn't again make too much sense. So in here I've actually have this as a 1 2 1 2 3 4 5, so this would be a 1 2 3 4 and 5, and that would be bringing us to third. Fourth, we don't get overlap between the first and fourth here, so that is valid. And then again fifth here into the third, and again some kind of three-way structure up into the fourth, and then another dump down. I think I had it as a 1 2 3 4 and 5, in which again we had this as a 1 2 3 4 5 in the subwaves. This would bring us to the third of minuscule three-way structure up into the wave 4 and then coming down again. Now that would again look for, or we'd be looking at one more low here. I think Oya had the same exact count here, or very similar. I don't think he had this kind of structure. I think he had some kind of a diagonal here, but it does not really matter. We're both looking for one more low at least. If we are looking at RSI, we can see that on 5 minute, these are the lows that should be respected. Basically, we do have that divergence between these lows, so basically these lows here. So we would be expecting this low here to taken out, or to be taken out with this fifth wave, and then create another divergence. Now, if that does not happen on very short time frame, we could be looking at some kind of five-way structure from here. We could be expecting this to go at least to the 1.618. It is not looking that good at the moment. We could be saying that we have this as a 1 2 3 4 and 5. If we are getting to the 1.618, taking out again these current highs here, we could be thinking that, okay, we had the low in, and it is possible that we have this as a 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 and 5. Taking out this order block here would be the most significant thing here, but to me I don't think that is the most likely scenario at this moment, as I'm still expecting one more low here. But of course I can be wrong, as I was with the higher time frame structure as well. At that point we could be looking for a retracement and then again getting back in for a long setup. Now, how does this fit into the higher time frame? Well, not too well. This ABC here is very short or the C wave of this ABC is very short to the A wave. I don't see us getting to the 1-to-1 extension, unless of course we are going to get a massive extension here on the 5th, possibly on the open or something. And then that would be getting us to the 1.382 retracement of this A wave here. That is the only area where I have confluence, 17k plus minus. But again, that would be taking out the current lows that we have for Bitcoin that we established here on June 18th. And yeah, that would be a very weak area. And would I care to take longs here? I would be at least very careful with it. And of course, at that point, I would not try to catch a knife here. I would expect to see a 5-way move here, or some kind of move that would engulf some of this pattern here before I would be looking for a long on the retracement of something. So yeah, this would be just an area I would be expecting results or something. But again, I wouldn't be just blindly going in there. There we have that daily there as well. But yeah, that is an area that I would be interested in. What else? I think that is the only scenario I'm looking at this very moment. On higher time frame, again, what this is part of is that this would be the wave B of this A, B, and C. Again, we would be creating very much of a zigzag patterns here on non-Elliott wave terms, creating higher lows, lower highs, creating ups and downs, and liquidating all the participants who are getting involved. So it is very much a very hard count to go for at the moment. But yeah, I feel like this is all I got at this moment to offer. If this is not going to be playing out, or this invalidation for this count would be at these lows here around 16.2k. If it goes below that, then again, this count is completely invalid. And I wouldn't be looking at that again. But for now, I think that's the scenario I'm going to go with. If you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below. And for now, I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you next video. Bye bye.